Hey guys, welcome to ISAIAHSREVIEWS, and today I'll be reviewing the BRIGHTECH Ambience Pro Vintage Edition with the Edison style bulbs. Yeah, that's those old antique looking bulbs. I'll be reviewing that, and this has that weather-tight technology, and these are kind of commercial grade, and it did kind of impress me. You'll see here in just a second, but these do include the S19 Edison style bulbs. There's 15 of these bulbs. There's 15 in one strand, and the strand is 48 feet long. You can only connect 2 of these together because it pulls a lot of power. But if you get the LED model, you can connect up to 40, I think, in a strand. And if you get the incandescent model, you can hook up to 8. So you have 8, like 48-foot long strands or something. So anyway, here, there's 15 of these things here in one 48-foot long strand. They're 3 feet apart. You do get 3 feet at the ends of these to connect another one up to it, or to connect to plug into your outlet, which you'll see this in a little bit. But yeah, they're very well made. I mean, this is definitely commercial style grade. The high-end expensive kind of things that you would buy. If you need to look at this manual here that comes with it, please feel free to pause that and look at it for your information. But here are the bulbs. And these things are beautiful too, and they're arranged nice and neat in the box. Pause that if you need to see that, to buy some more later. If you did buy this, you want to know what size bulb to get to match. There you go. That's it in the box. They look pretty cool. I mean, they're handmade, blown glass things with this intricate design on the inside. It's hard to believe that these things are this affordable, and you're going to get 15 of these in here, which is just enough what you need. I think it says something about 16 of them, but I only got 15 in my package. But these things look amazingly beautiful in the hand. I've never had an Edison bulb before, and I just fell in love with it. And I did receive one that was broken on the inside. I contacted the customer support. They're going to send me another one right out with no issues at all. They thought I got an extra one in the packaging, and I didn't. I only got the 15, so they're going to send me one out, no problem. So that was awesome. Customer service, that's always important. And you can see the little tails coming out the end there, one the male, female, that's 3 feet, and then the segments are 3 feet in between each bulb as well. So yeah, like I said, they're really sturdy and commercial grade feeling. Make sure to lay this stuff out wherever you're going to place them. I'm going to place them underneath my deck. I went ahead and laid the whole 40 feet out, 48 feet out, so I know exactly where I want to place them. I'm a real big nerd about placing things out to where it's like exactly in the middle of something. So I did that, and I will have some loose stuff hanging out, but I'll show you how to take care of that. Just get a cup hook that goes underneath your cabinet. That's exactly what I used, and I didn't use any tools to put this in. I just started it and then started to turn it and crank it, and once I did, the threads took over, pulled it right up. And these things really work great. I faced all the hooks outside, so if it starts swinging or something, hopefully it would all pull in, and the opening on the hook is not facing in. It's facing out, and it kind of goes right up nice and tight and really doesn't go anywhere. You can try to wiggle it around if you want to, but really for a couple bucks for enough hooks to do the entire job of this, you really can't beat that in itself. So now I'm going to figure out where I need to put the other one and do the exact same thing and kind of mark it with my mind or finger or pen or whatever you want and go back and hit each one of them. But you want to keep each side of the bulb placement tight, the same amount of tension on each side, so that your bulb is pointing straight down. That's super important. And to be able to do that, if you've got some slack on one side, is that you can just basically put a nail in and pull the slack by knocking the nail over to the side a little bit, and that'll bring that bulb to where it points straight up and down. If you're having to reroute it to get it in between 2 posts or something to balance out the amount of space that you have in there, so you don't have one off center or something goofy. And then you just screw in your bulb, and you're kind of done. This whole job took less than an hour for me to do, and that's even with filming and stuff. So I think you could knock it out in probably 40 minutes. And if you've got a situation like this where I wanted to move them a little close together, you can actually create a loop and pull that up, and what that does is allow you to keep your bulb straight down. It's really not that noticeable, and it was just a nail. So really the only tools you may need if you've already got a setup like this is just a hammer and a few nails, and that's just to keep the tension on each side of the bulb correctly in place. And also, it's always a good thing to make sure you do line it up correctly. It's always a good idea to kind of make sure that you're going to place those hooks right in the middle of your wood boards there, so it all looks cool from the side. in my case, because you would be able to notice that a mile away if something was weird or the bulbs were moved at a weird angle or something like that. So tension is important, and lining up all the hooks in the middle of the board is important. And that's kind of it. And after you're done, you can walk downstairs at night and then turn the corner to a majestic feeling of moving back in time, which I thought was kind of awesome. And for some reason, it reminded me of the Truman Show, like right off the bat. I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And it lit up my yard enough to where I could actually play cornhole, have people over, do yard games, have a fire pit there. We can see what all's going on. I honestly think that this would be a great purchase. Me and the wife went out here and looked at it at night after we'd hung it up, and it was just a beautiful thing to see. I really want to thank BRIGHTECH for sending me this to review. I think these Edison bulbs are absolutely gorgeous, and it really adds that touch, which is non-existent nowadays in all this LED stuff, to your home. So yeah, this has been the BRIGHTECH Ambience Pro Vintage Edition with the Edison bulbs. If you're looking for some good accent lighting outside, if you're looking for this classic antique look, there's no way that you can go wrong with this commercial grade lighting. It's been my pleasure to review this for you guys, and I know you'll enjoy it if you're in the market for it. Thanks for watching. See ya.